I bought some shares at an IPO 3 years back.
This is unexpected, Dixie. What IPO did you buy?
I bought Dollar General because it was a Tennessee stock when it came back.
Well, this has been an unexpected call, but a great one. Here's what you need to do. Bullet point. BPTP. Bullet point this bitch.
For me, last night was one of those moments where, like, we as husbands are kind of caught. Because my wife was watching stuff in the living room, so I had the baseball on in the bedroom, and I was flipping back and forth. But I would go out to, like, get a drink or something, and then she would want to talk, as wives like to do with their husbands. But I was more interested in getting back to the bedroom.
Right.
to watch the game.
So you should have a stop, sign right there when you're about to go out of the bedroom to go get something to drink and say, don't go.
Yeah. The pause button doesn't work on your wife.
How good is your wife at getting to the point?
She's furious right now. Listen, I'm just kidding, honey. How good is my wife at getting to the point?
Yeah, like if she's got a story, does she get to the story quickly?
No, my wife does.
Is that just a woman thing? Like they don't. I'm like,
they're into detail. We're big picture guys, and they're detailed.
That's very true.
I mean, I'll sit there and she will say,
none of us will be married by the time we get home.
So she'll say, did you know? Something interesting happened, like tagline, like, okay, this is the pitch. You want to hear this story? I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, okay, we still haven't circled back to what we're trying to get to. Right. Why don't you just tell me the essence of the story here? I want one sentence. Give me the takeaway. What do I need to know? Whereas I feel like if I really
watch out, you got to ride in the car with your wife to Gulf Shores today.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 7 hours in the car.
Yeah, that's true.
You're going to get lots of stories.
Well, that's when you have time for a lot of long stories. But when you're trapped. You're trapped. But it's like you piqued my attention with that pitch. It's basically what it is, like a story pitch. I'm like, oh yeah, well, tell me more about that. And then 5 minutes later, we're still not back to the pitch. It's like, and then this happened, but none of this is connected to where you were taking me here.
Let's go to Bill next up on 3HL. Hey, Bill, what's going on, man?
Hey, I was married for 35 years to a great woman who loved football. Well, she didn't know anything about it, but she loved it because I did. But I met her that way, and anyway, I was dating a real religious girl. She'd go to church every day it was open, and Super Bowl come along. I think it was 1971. And in those days, you couldn't just go to a bar and watch the Super Bowl. So I was more or less living on my job, and I asked her, I said, can I watch the Super Bowl while you're at church? Oh, no. Sunday is the Lord's Day. I said, well, the Lord's there every day of the week. Super Bowl's only once a year, but that didn't work. Anyway, my wife at the time was a dispatcher. She said I could come over and watch it there. And long story short, 35 years marriage. But basically, that's the story. So if any of these women don't like football and want a good man, they better learn to watch it.
Man, if we just talked about this earlier today, I just felt like I was talking to my wife.
Bill, I didn't quite grasp that story. So wait. His wife was cool with him watching football, but his girlfriend wasn't? Is that where we were with that?
I'm going to be honest with y'all. After about a minute, if I don't know where it's going, I tune out. I was just checking my phone. I couldn't tell you anything that happened that last call. I'm serious. The first 30 seconds, if you don't get to a point, I'm going to my phone. I'm out. You lose me. And he lost me quick.
Yeah, he lost me.
I think his wife was cool with him watching football, and his girlfriend wasn't.
Oh. So he switched?
He just watches the games with his girlfriend. Right?
He got divorced.
No, his wife.
He got divorced because she wouldn't let him watch football?
No, I think he was married, and his girl.
I don't know what happened that call.
No, he's married and had a girlfriend. The wife.
He just publicly announced that he was married and he had a girlfriend?
Yeah, 35 years. Isn't that what happened?
I hope he doesn't have a recognizable voice, because this is a powerful radio station.
We'll be right back. Uncle Bud's in downtown Franklin, 104.5 The Zone. Follow us on Twitter at 3HL1045 in Thorn 80. I'm now dumber after having listened to that last caller. What was he talking about?
Nobody knows. At least I don't feel bad about the fact that nobody had any clue.
No. They said he was talking about his girlfriend he was dating didn't watch football, so he ended up marrying someone else who did. I think that's Willie.
Is that what it was?
That's what people are telling me on Twitter and everything.
That's not as good of a story.
He made it real complex, It only goes so long. My comprehension, I can get it.
Double Down Boys writes, that's bad, guys. Don't take calls you're not going to listen. Laugh out loud. Well, we do listen up to a point. We told you. We warned you. It's full disclosure. We've got ADD. Be quick. We move fast.
Be good. If you're good, then we don't tune out. If you flag, or either they're two extremes. If you're so awful, I'm going to pay attention because I'm like, what is going on here? If you're so good, I'm going to pay attention. But if you're in the vast middle ground, everybody out there wants to shoot themselves in the head while you're talking. All these people driving by honking, they're thinking, God, just get to the point, guy.
I mean, yeah.
Bring your
guys are just going to run their car right into that brick wall.
Right into the police department. They just go ahead and arrest me. I don't have to listen to you talk anymore.
I won't have to listen in the holding cell.
Exactly. I'll just knock myself out on the bars and be good to go.
All right, Baxter 1015 explains that call. He was not married to either female. His girlfriend didn't like football, so he found one who did and married her.
If multiple people have to call in and explain your call, you have failed. In your narrative.
And everybody has a different explanation.
And people aren't even consistent. It's like a William Faulkner novel now. We have to unpack what actually happened.
Oh, see.
We need a Cliff Notes version.
It's like Waterfalls by TLC.
Right. Could mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. It's complicated.